The Gucci Girl, Prada Professional, Coach Queen, or Target Trendsetter. No matter how you describe her, she's the most powerful consumer in the country. Cranberry Radio proudly presents Purse Strings. Join marketing to women expert Maria Reitan, chief storyteller at Styled Retail, as she chats with those in the know so that your business can grow. Now please welcome our host of Purse Strings, Maria Reitan.
Good afternoon and welcome to Purse Strings. I'm Maria Reitan. Thanks so much for joining me today. You can catch Purse Strings every Tuesday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Each and every week you'll learn how you and your company can corner the market on the most powerful consumer in the country. The 51% of us who control more than 80% of all this spending, the woman. Well, first up from Search Marketing Daily, some insight on how Hispanic shoppers are deciding where to shop. And guess what? It's based on coupons. Maybe not a big surprise. Most of us are driven by coupons, but 85% of Hispanic shoppers decide to where to shop based on where they can use coupons. Now, that's versus 77% of everybody else. 81% of them use a smartphone or a store card coupon versus, say, 66% of the rest of us. Now, this is based on the Coupon Intelligence Study that takes a look at consumer savings and shopping behavior within traditional consumer packaged goods categories. So we know Hispanics are very big on coupons. The use of mobile devices actually increases their uses of coupons, which is interesting. We know mobile is a big motivator for many of us on where to shop and how to shop. 81% decide to shop based on paperless discounts across those mobile devices, so really important. They also check social media in search of coupons at a higher rate than everybody else, and they'll visit your store website as well looking for those. So keep that in mind if you're trying to attract more Hispanic shoppers. Our first profile today is the Coach Queen. It's 1.6 million of these women out there in her mid-30s, staying at home, taking care of her 2 children in the house, household income of more than $115,000. She's really focused on looking good and keeping her home looking good as well. She travels a lot. She's interested in the arts, but her focus really is on the family. She's shopping around for the best price and hits the clearance rack often. The store environment is important to her. Her friends, though, also influence her greatly. What she's reading in magazines like Traditional Home and and People, Shape, and Parenting impact her a lot, as well as her online usage at Disney, Amazon, and eBay. She's watching HGTV, TLC, and Food Network. So Coach Queen is probably going to be a great target for my next guest, who's Alexandra Friedman. She goes by Alex. She and her business partner, Jordana Kier, have known each other since college. In fact, Alex was in an organization that secretly stocked campus bathrooms, and Jordana actually made use of that one day. Let's come full circle, and they've actually launched a new company 1 year ago called LOLA, a subscription-based company that sends 100% organic cotton tampons all over the world, even to your doorstep. We're going to hear from Alex about what she's learned in the last year and how LOLA has built itself into a wildly successful company in just 12 months, how she did it, and why this is a critical category for many of us listeners today. Stick around. Purse Strings returns in a moment.
Purse Strings. We'll be right back after a word from our advertisers.
Hey, this is Danny Sullivan to talk to you about Bruce Clay Incorporated. They've made Inc. Magazine's list of growing private businesses and have exhibited and sponsored at my conferences since the very beginning. You've seen their search engine relationship chart, or you've read their SEO code of ethics, so you know they're SEO experts. But did you know they can help you with PPC, web analytics, web design, marketing strategy, promotion, and branding? Yep, get everything you need for success in the online marketplace. You can check it out from the professionals at Bruce Clay Incorporated. For over 10 years with offices worldwide, they've got the answers you need. Check them out today at bruceclay.com.
Whether you are an online business or domain name investor, you need access to the best names. With over 270 million domains already registered, finding the right names at the best price requires a great wingman. Namejet.com puts you in the pilot seat by giving you fast and unparalleled access to some of the best premium and expired domain names on earth. As the #1 domain name auction platform, Namejet.com is the best place to find domains for your business or investment. So light the afterburners to the domain name aftermarket and fly over to namejet.com at Mach speed to get great domains today. Namejet.com.
Is your website hacked? Is your website displaying error messages or loading slowly? Even if there are no signs of malicious activity, your site may still be compromised. Websites, like cars, require regular maintenance to perform at their best and not leave you stranded. At Fjorge, our website maintenance experts can help you assess which one of our maintenance plans will best support your needs. Visit fjorgedigital.com or call 612-877-3840 and get the support and protection your website and business deserve. That's FJORGE digital.com. Purse Strings is back with the inside track on today's women. Once again, here's Maria Reitan.
Welcome back to Purse Strings. My guest today is Alexandra Friedman. She goes by the name of Alex. Don't you love that, Alex? Alex and her business partner, Jordana Kier, have known each other since college. I'm going to just say that the bathroom brought them together. I'll let Alex explain why. They ultimately founded LOLA, which is a subscription-based company that sends 100% organic cotton tampons all over the world, even right to your doorstep. How easy can that be? So the question is, why did these women decide to launch this particular company and how they did it all within the last year to great success? Very unusual for startups. So, Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm thrilled to have you on. I think that what you're doing with your company is pretty darn amazing, and I think my listeners can certainly benefit from insights on how you've managed to launch a company like this that's subscription-based and to such great results. First, congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you. It's been a really fun first year in business. It couldn't have gone better.
Apparently, it sounds like that maybe this first year has exceeded your expectations.
It has. I mean, when we first started out, we weren't sure whether the topic of what's in a tampon would really resonate with women broadly. We knew that we cared about that topic. We had, Jordana and I had changed our habits across all product categories to make sure that we were using natural products and knew what was in them and were being conscious consumers. But we didn't know whether the conversation within feminine hygiene would resonate so broadly. And we've been so pleasantly surprised by, how much this has resonated with women across the U.S.
Right. Well, and, I think there's just a heightened awareness of what we're putting in our bodies, from everything that what we're eating to literally what we're putting in our bodies. So you certainly hit a chord, it sounds like. And interestingly enough, when I was reading up on you, I saw that your background is not in product creation, women's studies, but rather consulting, and you've consulted some very big businesses. You've worked also with early stage companies and investments. So how does one go from working with companies on their businesses to starting your own?
So, yeah, I've certainly done a lot of different things. I think, my career is characterized so far by a lot of broad exposure to different industries, to consulting, across consumer products, tech, healthcare. I've really seen a lot, and I've seen CEOs of big companies and little companies operate effectively, and I've also seen companies fail. So I went into this venture with a lot of years of experience, having watched the best of the best and others less successful build companies, and have, gleaned a lot of learnings from all of those experiences. And I think they've all come in handy starting up LOLA.
I would say so, because as we mentioned, you've had a really great first year. So you've kind of learned from other people's mistakes and also kind of gleaned those best practices. This is not something that I would think as a business idea would come automatically. So I'm really curious how you and Jordana came up with the idea for LOLA initially.
So the idea came about in early 2014. Jordana actually came up with the idea while she was towards the end of finishing up at business school and had been thinking about, what are the issues in her life? What are the products that she has trouble getting? What are the big problems that she could solve in her own life? And as soon as she started thinking about the topic, tampons came to mind. And really the concept started as a delivery concept, because at that point you could get anything delivered to your house at any time of day. But for some reason, Jordana kind of found herself always running to the store last minute to get tampons. And around that time, a few months into her thinking about this concept, we met, and the idea really resonated with me too. How come we were in our late 20s, early 30s, we were always unprepared, even though our periods arrived every month, regularly, and we were prepared in all other product categories. And so, we did a bunch of research on the industry, and as we researched the mainstream brands, we actually came to realize that we couldn't figure out what was in the products on the market. And, this is really when the aha moment came about, which was the problem in this industry. Yeah, sure, delivery is an issue, but the main problem is transparency. Why can't we figure out what's in the products we've been putting inside our bodies for 20 years? Why aren't these products natural? And what can we do? How can we build a brand where women are comfortable with what they're putting in their bodies?
Right. And to that point, your tampon is 100% organic cotton. So I have to assume this is a unique product in the space then. There's nothing else like it.
It is a unique product in the space. So, a majority of the products used by American women and sold by the big three mainstream brands are predominantly made out of synthetic fibers like rayon and polyester. The sides of the boxes say things like ingredients may contain, and the big brands aren't required to actually list their ingredients by the FDA, so they don't. And so, we came to market with the first 100% cotton tampon and a BPA-free plastic applicator with a subscription model.
Yes, and that subscription model, it's interesting that that's kind of where Jordana's head went first, was let me get it delivered on my doorstep, because somehow I managed to find myself without tampons every month. Even though I know it's coming, it makes it super easy for women to get what they need each and every month. Is that ease of use something that you felt was really important in differentiating yourselves from, say, your competitors?
We do think it's very important to the brand, and a lot of our customers, are subscribing primarily because they can get the product delivered. At this point, we think of it kind of as a feature. So the brand and the product, the fact that we're talking to women the way we want to be talked to, we've designed a natural product and a customizable assortment, that's better than what's out there, are the real appeal of Lola. But also the subscription feature is very important to many, including us, because we were always disorganized. And since we started the business, we've both had tampons when we needed them.
Yes, congratulations.
Thanks.
You and a lot of other women out there have had it when they need it. And, this is an industry that's been archaic. I mean, there really has been very little innovation, both in a product standpoint and a delivery standpoint. I mean, it's something that we've seen very little change. Do you feel like that's also what's helped Lola get some traction, and that now it's 100% organic cotton, so there's a ingredient change for sure, and more transparency in an industry that's been not transparent at all, and then also easier to receive? Do you feel like that's helped to get the word out, the fact that you are so different?
Absolutely. A big reason why we wanted change in this product category is because across the whole industry, every single thing seemed to have been designed by men 50 years ago. The brands are stale. We don't relate to pink flowery boxes. The ads, Jordana and I aren't wearing tight white pants and running around in a field of flowers when we have our periods. It just, nothing about the brands spoke to us, and we demand more from our brands now. The fact that we can't figure out what's in the mainstream products was really, really upsetting to us because it just was a blind spot in our lives. We care so much about what's going on and in our bodies in all other ways. And for some reason, because this topic has gone undiscussed, maybe because periods are, sometimes considered taboo, it's flown under the radar. And so definitely the fact that the industry has been stale and slow to change has helped us really define ourselves as different.
Mm-hmm. And you are. You're very different and in a good way. We're going to take a quick break, Alex, and when we come back, I do want to talk about how you have managed to get the word out. It's important to have a wonderful, differentiated, highly valued product, but if you can't get the word out, people just don't know. So I'm really anxious to hear how you've done that and so successfully. So everyone stick around. Alex Friedman returns when Purse Strings returns in just a moment.
Purse Strings. We'll be right back after a word from our advertisers.
Looking for a better way to get more traffic and interaction to your Facebook page? Imagine Facebook interactivity on your page like you've never seen. Introducing your new Facebook marketing fix, So Social, the new and revolutionary way to easily manage and automate your Facebook contests and sweepstakes. Create a fun, easy-to-win contest by writing a simple Facebook post. Watch your post go more viral and generate loads of interaction. Track your traffic and generate email lists with ease. So Social is mobile-friendly and complies with Facebook Terms of Service. Let So Social give your Facebook page some flash today. Zoom over to zosocial.com. Looking for a better way to get more traffic and interaction to your Facebook page? Imagine Facebook interactivity on your page like you've never seen. Introducing your new Facebook marketing fix, So Social, the new and revolutionary way to easily manage and automate your Facebook contests and sweepstakes. Create a fun, easy-to-win contest by writing a simple Facebook post. Watch your post go more viral and generate loads of interaction. Track your traffic and generate email lists with ease. So Social is mobile-friendly and complies with Facebook Terms of Service. Let So Social give your Facebook page some flash today. Zoom over to zosocial.com. Great websites today need expert web design and development and need to be e-commerce ready and mobile friendly. But building a marketable and profitable website can be an uphill climb. Ready to make your new website or replace your existing website? Think Orange as the new way to get in the black. Orange Hill Development works with Fortune 500 companies and offer the same top quality development service at a fraction of what other providers charge. Brands like Absolute, Carlsberg, and Nestea trust Orange Hill Development. Find out why you should trust your website with Orange Hill. Contact Orange Hill for a consultation today at orangehilldevelopment.com.
Purse Strings is back with the inside track on today's women. Once again, here's Maria Reitan.
Welcome back. I've been chatting today with Alex Friedman. She and her business partner, Jordana Kier, have launched LOLA, a subscription-based company that sends 100% organic cotton tampons all around the world, even to your doorstep. And they have just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. It's been a huge success. And as we were talking earlier, it's really about bringing transparency to an industry where there's been none. Very difficult to find out what is in your feminine hygiene products, and knowing that there's something out there that's 100% organic and you can get it on a regular basis each and every month has been a very successful business model for these ladies. So, Alex, we were talking about great business model, great product, but how do you let people know all about LOLA and the fact that you're out there and that it's so easy to get these products? What were some of the most successful avenues for telling your story?
A big piece of our success early on was building an ambassador community. So getting our friends and friends of friends involved in understanding the brand story and using the products and, really becoming personal ambassadors for the LOLA brand. And so before we launched the business and the months leading up to launch, we decided to hold a series of 15 focus groups across the U.S. And we asked good friends to host another 10 or 15 women at their homes, and Jordana and I would go, and we would talk about periods, we would talk about product usage habits, and we would really get into all of the topics that women, don't talk about too much. And in the course of doing that, we would share the LOLA story. We would get a lot of women we didn't know using the products. And then at launch, we were able to activate this amazing community of hundreds of women to help us spread the word. So I think that those authentic storytellers out there in the universe were a really big help to us to help get the word out. And they've been strong supporters since launch. Some of the other ways we've obviously gotten the word out include press. Our social media community has developed very well. We're very active on Instagram. And also we have, a dedicated content strategy where we have a blog now called The Broadcast, where we're addressing all topics in women's health.
Love that. Love that. So you're really a resource for women out there on a variety of topics, not just feminine hygiene.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we're committed to being a wellness brand for women. And so the conversation has started with tampons and periods, but we're really talking to women more broadly than that about transparency and making smart product decisions, and all of the topics that go undiscussed in women's health. We're there for her.
So with all this great feedback from your ambassadors, from your focus groups, what have you been hearing from your customers about the product and the business model? Has it been working for them? Has it been working well? It certainly sounds like it has. And are they giving you kind of feedback on opportunities for improvement?
Absolutely. I think, one of the biggest things we have going for us relative to the big brands that have been in the space for decades is that we hear directly from our customers. So they email us and call us all the time with product suggestions of, other things they want us to sell, topics that we should be covering on the blog. We're hearing from hundreds of women every week about what they want and need from our brand. And it's been amazing because it actually helps us direct how we want to grow.
Isn't that great? I mean, it shows that you've hit kind of a passion point in women that you're hearing from that many women every week. Because think of all the women who are really interested in your product but just don't take the time. So the fact that they probably represent 10 times that number of women is pretty remarkable. Usually the first year, there's lots of growing pains. There's lots of key learnings. I mean, it sounds like you and Jordana certainly had light years on most startups just based on your experiences working with early stage companies and big companies. But, I'm sure there probably were some things that you weren't quite prepared for, even though you thought you might be. What have you learned the most after the first year, and what do you wish you'd known then that you know now?
Yeah, I think the thing that I've learned and see every day in practice at LOLA is the power of conversation. That, we set out to build a brand that was more than just selling a product. It was a way for women to talk about a topic that had gone undiscussed. And, seeing the power of that and seeing, how our tens of thousands of customers all want to engage on this topic has been amazing learning for us. And as we think about the other conversations we want to get into and the other products we want to deliver, the learnings from all of these previous conversations have been amazing to us. I wish I had known how hard it is to construct an early team of the right people and skill sets. I think, it's really taken a lot of effort to find the perfect people for our team, the kind of people who are scrappy, want to roll up their sleeves and help across the business, people who are really listening to what customers want and want to make sure that the whole experience is the best it can be. And, we've learned that it takes longer to find those people. And I think over time, recognizing that it's a long game to get all the best of the best on the team, we're more actively recruiting, ongoing than we thought we would have been.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, and I would say, honestly, those aren't such deep learnings that it's been a deal breaker for you guys. I mean, I think that what you've seen over the last year has been pretty remarkable. I mean, just from a business standpoint, and the fact that you've kind of over-indexed in your expectations, and it sounds like you've got a lot of momentum right now, which kind of leads me to my next question is, you're getting all this great feedback from your ambassadors and from the individuals who use your product each and every week, and they're giving you ideas. So where do you see LOLA in 3 to 5 years? Do you feel like you'll have the same business model? Maybe, will you be looking at different products? Is this anything at all that you're even thinking about since you only have a year under your belt?
Yeah, no, we think about it all the time. And I think, as I alluded to earlier, we launched the business, to sell 100% cotton tampons in a subscription, but the bigger, broader vision is to be a women's health and wellness brand that has the products and information that women need for their whole reproductive lives. So from the moment you get your period to menopause and beyond, we want to be able to provide women with what they need in a natural format from a brand they trust, in addition to all of the content they need to make smart decisions.
Wow. Well, I just wish you the best of luck. I mean, not that you need it. I think that you and Jordana are well on your way to conquering a lot of different challenges that we as women face, and just appreciate what you're doing there with LOLA and giving us an option that's 100% organic cotton and being fully transparent. I think that's what consumers are demanding today. You've certainly tapped into that, and I think it's just wonderful. And you've also been very kind to offer the listeners of Purse Strings a special promotional offer. So everybody listen up. Alex and Jordana are inviting you as first-time purchasers to enjoy 60% off using the code Purse Strings when you go to the website, and that will last until September 15th. So again, go to mylola.com, which is the website, and use the promo code Purse Strings, and you'll get 60% off with your first purchase. Thank you so much, Alex, for making that possible today.
Of course.
And hopefully we'll have lots of people take you up on that offer. And thanks, too, for everything you and Jordana are doing in the space. Glad to know that Lola's out there.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, I'm thrilled to have you on. And thanks to my producer, George, as well. And join me right here next week for another edition of Purse Strings, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Until then, make it a great one.
The opinions expressed are those of the hosts and their guests and do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of Cranberry News Marketing and Cranberry.fm. Rebroadcasts or retransmission of this content without proper consent is prohibited.